Hey, friends. I made it. I made it. I made it. Hi. Glad some of you are here. I know I gave like no notice. Hey, Susan. Hey, Jennifer. But I kind of mentioned that would be how it was going to be. Hey, Sketches. Oh, my word. Um, you have to forgive this. I don't know how much sleep I got last night. Anyhow. Hello. So, is anybody actually? Hey, Tammy. Hey, Lisa. Hi. Let's fix this. Good enough. Good enough. All right. I'm doing well, Amanda. Thank you. A&W Paintings. Painting with Ashy. Marilyn. Hello. Um, Anna. Hello. Yeah, my dad is doing better. Um, like night and day compared to yesterday. uh, just got my mom home and so that she could, you know, shower and sleep. So, if you're watching this on replay, or if you don't know, I shared it on, well, actually, Kristen shared it for me, but my dad um, got really unwell yesterday afternoon, was rushed to the ER via ambulance and was admitted, and all the worst things were ruled out. So we're just trying to figure out what's going on. So thank you, Kim. Appreciate you. Emilio, hello. Martine, hello. I did. I made it. So today's live was supposed to be at 1 p.m. and it just wasn't happening. There's just no way. And so, but I'm here. Yay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah. And many of you know that my parents closed on their house on Monday, and this happened yesterday. So a lot of like emotions and joy and sadness and all the things, and then boom, my dad becomes unwell. So it's kind of a bummer. But it's going to be short and sweet today. I want to get right to it. We're almost done with World Watercolor Month. How is that even possible? How did July go away? Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. I love the prayers. And as soon as I got to the ER and like he was in triage, I sent out a Facebook thing for my praying friends. Oh, it's okay, Ashy. It's always, I try to teach my son. There's always going to be a reason to be grouchy, be bitter, be offended, da, 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 da. Um, but that's why we're here, because we want to find the watercolor joy, right? We want to find the watercolor joy so we can tap into that joy whenever we need it. And sometimes even just thinking about watercolor and thinking about what you might want to paint brings the joy. Let me tell you, because I sat in a hospital room for 12 hours yesterday. Um, and even just thinking about my lives and what I might do and what I want to do on Thursday and brought me joy. So anyway, yeah. Thank you, Virginia. Thank you. Yes. So thank you, Lisa. Yeah, absolutely. So such a hard concept for adults to understand, let alone a 9-year-old. But we're working on it. We're working on it. Oh my gosh, Virginia. But that's a breakthrough. That is a win. It may feel like starting over right now, but it will it won't feel like it, you know, when you're first starting, that learning curve can feel long. This one won't. You'll feel much better sooner. Thank you, Anne. Thank you. Job and Ecclesiastes. Yes, yes, absolutely. Um, oh, Amanda, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And I do have a little preview of some things that I can show you. Um, but let's get down to today. Can someone remind me or tell me? I truly don't know what the prompt is. Um, oh, Virginia, major struggle. Yes. Well, you're back at it, and that is a huge, huge step. We don't give others or ourselves enough credit for making those types of steps because they're huge. Ornate. All right. Ornate is, I like that one actually. I really like that one. So my word for today is container. It's one that I thought of when I was at the beach last week, and you know, I have a little container for everything. When you're at the beach, you got a little bag for this, and you got a little cup holder, and you got a little pouch, and you put this in here, and da da da. Anytime you travel, and I was like, I love the idea of whatever the prompt is. If you need that little extra push, well, illustrate it something in a container. So for today, ornate, there's so many ways we could go with that. So let's just see here. I've got my Cotty paper out right in front of me, so I'm just going to use this, and just see what happens. And ornate. What's ornate? I don't know. So many things are ornate. This camera is still not right. So we're going to fix it. Yes, there we go. Okay, I don't know what the accent's all about. So we're gonna just start with our container. This is a great way if you're feeling stuck. You know, many of my pep talks this month have been ways to get you unstuck when you are amidst a watercolor challenge. So very simple container, just a little pot. And then I kind of like the idea. When I think of ornate, I immediately thought of like ornamentation, like, you know, architectural, like little friezes above a door, you know, and you know, a 17th century home or something like that, like swirls and curls and right. That's what so I'm just gonna fill this container with like ornamental bits that are just, you know, obviously not terribly detailed at this point, but because that is what first came to mind when I thought about ornate. So I'm just gonna, it's almost like we broke apart little pieces from a cool mantle, you know, from the 1800s that was in some really fancy, you know, Duke's home or something, and filled a container with them. Actually would be a really cool, just decorative element in a home, wouldn't it? Let's just have one popping out here. Now, I've actually studied ornamentation quite a lot. I have this really cool little book about ornamentation, architectural ornamentation, not anything else like, because obviously there's like textile ornamentation, embroidery, and different things like that. But I have this neat little handheld book. It's like all books are handheld. It's like fits in the palm of your hand book. My French, yes, exactly. My French sketchbook. Well, I was thinking of a lot of the ornamentation that I added to some of the handwritten, the text that I included in there. Yeah, so, all right. And then I'm just going to grab my Kuretake gold, which in the next Palmstreet, we are going to include little sample vials of this gold in some of the experiment boxes. So I'm stoked about that. The next Palmstreet is August 16th, I believe it is. And we're just gonna, I don't need to sketch it anymore. I can just go in and paint it. This paper is very thirsty and I'm using a big brush, so I very well may switch it up in terms of the brush. We'll see. Just want a little hint. I actually like the pencil, I think, really being prominent. And I'm not filling it in. I'm using smaller strokes within these sketches that I laid down and just almost like heavily accenting the shapes. Just went outside the line a little bit. Who cares? Now, yeah, the brush is a little bit too big for what I want, technically, but it's okay. I'm just gonna use lighter pressure. I'm using a perpendicular hold. This brush is what I picked up, and I'm just gonna commit to using it. And kind of got a keep it simple, sweetie attitude today for obvious reasons. All right, and then I'm gonna go up here and just continue the fun without pencil. And I may want to add pencil in later. Because again, I think I really do like that pencil vibe. So yeah, this is a fun way to work. You know, start working pencil first and then work your way back and then go to brush work and then add pencil second. That's a fun way to kind of switch up your brain. All right. My husband was like, you know, you don't have to go live today. I'm like, yeah, I know I don't have to do anything but die and pay taxes, but it's good for, like, I felt like I needed it. And to be honest, like, the urge to take a nap was a lot stronger than the urge to come on here. But I chose this, and I think that you're gonna be confronted with that a lot in your creative journey. You know, just because you adore a hobby doesn't mean your other instincts are going to be stronger than the love for your hobby. And so you get in the habit of knowing what, remembering what feels good when you paint and how your brain feels, and you chase after that feeling, and you develop a habit of going after it regardless of how you feel sometimes. And there's certainly sometimes where you're just like, nope, can't do it today, so I won't. And there we have it. There we have it. I'm sorry, I haven't been looking at comments. I've just been dialed in here. I'm trying to remember if that ornament book is anywhere close by here. I don't think it is. I'd love to show it to you. It's a really cool reference book, but I mean, do you really need it these days? No, you could just search like, gilded ornamentation examples, and you just Google that and you're done. Yes, I am gonna nap, I think. Yeah. Dad's looking a lot better. Yeah. Dad is doing better. Be thrifty. So there we go. Put it in a container, and that's what I did. Thrifty. I'm glad it's beautiful already because it's as beautiful as it's gonna get. Now I have something to show you, and for my replay viewers, these are probably going to be sold out by the time. But I don't think, I hope I didn't break that. But ceramics drop is tomorrow. And so I just wanted to give you a little tour of the new colorway. Okay, there we go. Isn't that stunning? Isn't that gorgeous? And here is a look at the new coral blooms. This color is so delightful. There it is. I think I'm just gonna go full screen here. Just show it to you that way. There we go. This color is a little more orangey in person, but like coral, So this will come in, this is kind of the brush holder, trinket holder, and it will also come in the double weld painter's pot. I know the green is so stunning. Let's give you. We love this because this glaze finish that we've been working on with Erin, our ceramicist, it looks like granulating paint, and that's why we love it so much. Like this margin here is absolutely delicious. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? The prices, I mean the prices are the same as before. I think I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but like these are 38 or 42, something like that. And then these are 68 and 72, something like that, depending on um if it's sculpted or not. Sorry, I'm not remembering. Yes, and there's more to show you. I know, they're so gorgeous. Um, and then the size will be the same, but they're obviously these are hand built. Part of them are thrown, part of them are hand built. So the exact dimensions will always be hand built. But there is a certain, like at the top here, it's 6 inches, but at the bottom, she bigger. She's about 6.5. You know, this inner one's about 3, 2 3/4 interior. You know, the height on this one is always around 5, that kind of thing. Oh, good, Jennifer. Let me show you the pink one. I think Kristen sent them all down for me. Oh, yes, she did. Yes, she did. Okay. So, and there's others actually. The purple, she didn't send down the purple because that isn't a new color. She just sent down the new ones for me. We have a restock on our purple granulating, which is similar to this green granulator, but a purple colorway, and it's full coverage of the purple. So that's going to be back in stock. Our white, this white finish with the gold edged sculpted flower is going to be back in stock. That's always a huge favorite. We've got this gorgeous, I want to say solid pink, y'all, but it's not solid. It is a subtle in the grand scheme of things. Like when you compare it to this texture, the green, it's subtle, but it's on standing on its own. It's not subtle. It's just like this mottled green. My father is doing better. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Isn't she incredible? And her and Kristen develops all the new stuff. Like Kristen has the thought baby about all of this. And her and Erin work back and forth, sketches and color samples. You know, Erin will send us these little ceramic flowers of different colors and glazes. And then Kristen will be like, well, can we make it more textured? And it is such a beautiful collaboration. We're just so honored to be able to bring to you guys. So honored. So that's the pink. And then I think, oh yeah, she sent me down the double weld painter's pot for the trio of coral flowers. Sorry, my chair is super creaky. Aren't these gorgeous? So these are gonna go live. I believe they go live. Jennifer, you're always on my Instagram stories. It's either 10 a.m. or noon Eastern time tomorrow. Jennifer, you probably remember. Let me know. Because it's on my stories right now. I just am using all my devices, so I can't look. I know the pink double well is ridiculous. So thank you. Thank you so much, Risa. Thank you. Thank you. So anywho, yeah, super stunning. I'm obsessed. To be quite honest. Oh, and let me show you, because this is a really truly new design. Because we've done this before. Right? And they're bigger with the 3 little bits inside and the leaves. So this one was a more reserved version that we're really excited about, and also the white instead of the cream. So it's nice to see that side by side. And then we also have done this in the past, but again, this one's more like, has more flair and it's bigger and it's more in your face. And this one's more delicate and cute and dainty. So very excited. I know. The green absolutely has my heart. Like, and I love how, like, on this one, it's more intense, the granulation. Oh, I just love it. This might be staying here with me. I don't know. I might have to steal this. So, and I will say these make incredible self-watering pot bases. If you are into plants, these fit like a 3.5 inch standard. Incredible. Or just a cover pot and just let it hover right in there. Incredible, gorgeous cover pot. My best friend, I just realized she never told me. Kristen didn't tell me. Like the last drop, my best friend ordered like 2 of these and she uses them as her plant cover pots. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're hysterical. I would have just given you them. But nope, she just went on the sly and bought them. It was so sweet. She like lives up the road, 2 minutes up the road. Anywho, they make beautiful cover pots. These make incredible propagation pots. So I'm just speaking to my plantee friends because they're white and you can see inside them. You can look down in and see that things are looking good, and you can take a sniff and make sure things aren't rotting. If you know, you know, if you're a propagation plant girly. But from up on a shelf, you don't have to see all the yuck and the algae that happens with that. So I know. I think the green is going to sell out tomorrow based on what everybody's been saying and talking about and all the things. So if you're interested, get on it because the quantities are lower. This is our smaller drop of the year, and then we have the bigger drop before the holidays. So yeah. And then we're going to have some surprises that are exclusive to Palmstreet in our next sale. We only have like 6 of them though, the thing that's going to be exclusive. I mean, I'll tell you, it's the ones where she does the alocasia and the monstera sculpted on them. So yeah, painting Nashi, I know. The sale is in about 18 hours. So what would that be? So 5 a.m. and then so it's at noon Eastern tomorrow. Thank you, friends. Yeah, thank you. So we're excited. Yeah. All right, friends. Thank you so much. I think I am gonna go put my feet up and take a little shut eye because I got to get my mom back to the hospital tonight. I was trying. My dad was like, "I'm fine now. Just go get a good rest." Like he's set up. He's got his TV in the hospital room. He's got his phone. He's good. My son came this afternoon and brought him a little squishmallow stuffed animal. If you don't have a 10-year-old child or grandkid, you probably won't know what those are. It's a little stuffed animal, and it looks like a cheeseburger. And that's the one he brought him from his own collection. And he gifted it. Like he doesn't want it back. So cute. So anyway, oh, thank you, Ashy. What's their name? What's her name? Let me show you. You want to see the hair? Let me show you, because why not? I don't even think I brushed it today, but the hair is so red, my friend. Just get a load of that. I love being the cool old lady that has the crazy hair. Hi, Brooke and Alexis. Hi. I like being my daughter. I swear. I think I do this. Half of the reason I do this is because my daughter, every time I get my hair done and the dye refreshed, my daughter, I'll come home and I'll leave it down. That's like the very rare time I leave it down. And my daughter's like, "Mommy's Ariel." And I'm like, ah. I like literally, my soul just wants to sing that song because my daughter thinks I'm a Disney princess. Yes, she calls me Ariel every time. And it's cute too. It's very nostalgic for me because when she was a baby, I would sing, "Look at this thing, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you say my collection's complete? Wouldn't you say I'm the girl who has everything?" So I would sing that song to her every night as she was going to sleep. I was thinking more like a spicy opera rose, but yeah. So yeah, it means a lot that my daughter thinks I'm a mermaid. Oh, I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. Come on, Alexis. I've got who's its and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs? I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. Yay. Oh, thank you, Montana Crescent. Thank you. Oh, quinacridone rose. Yes, that's a little. I'm almost thinking, what is that color? It's Roman schmal. Y'all are bringing my life back. Can you hear it? You're bringing my life back. Thank you. Roman schmal. It's like a quinacridone cherry. Is it a quin color? But it's like a cherry. It's such a good movie. That's what I think my hair is the cherry whatever from Roman Schmal. Um, um, when I was little, just entering high school, the Disney store came to our mall, and it was like the biggest deal. You know, the Disney store where they had the mountain of stuffies in the back of the, yeah. And they had sippy cups that had, you open the little straw in, and they had all the different characters. Well, I and all the teenagers were getting sippy cups. It was really weird. And I got Ariel, Little Mermaid. Oh, thank you. Nina, I didn't feel like I had cherry quin red. Thank you. That's my hair. Cherry quin red. That's my hair. And so you always remind me of a Disney character. Oh, thanks. Um, some weird combination of like Ursula and Belle, and apparently Ariel. Um, your 16th birthday was Little Mermaid themed. Stop. I love that. So yeah, I got the Little Mermaid sippy cup, and I, I guess infantilized myself for a good solid 2 years because I think that's all I drank out of until I was like 16. I'm more Ursula. I have another funny story. Believe it or not, we have a little bit of a Hatfield and McCoy situation that's going on. It's been going on for 7 years with our family, and they live right across the street, and they don't like me at all. They're my husband's cousins. They don't like me, and I promise there is a point to this oversharing. One time on Facebook, they called me the Sea Witch, and it was when I was much larger, in a much larger body. And of course, it broke my heart and blah, blah, blah. But very quickly, I like snapped out of that. And I was like, I'm going to own it. And I feel, even though she's a villain, I feel such an camaraderie with Ursula because I think she, as all villains are, misunderstood. So, yeah. Oversharing is the best. Yeah. So anyway, it's funny that you said you're more Ursula because I definitely feel Ursula and me got something going on. Like the first time we went to Disney, we stayed at Art of Animation, and we stayed in the Little Mermaid. They have like sections. They're heavily themed, and we stayed in the Ursula Tower. I don't know what they call it, the building, Ursula building, and there literally was a 2-story Ursula, and I posed next to that villain like I was owning it. I was like, yeah. All right. Those cousins are insane. Shame on them. Oh, it's a long story. Yeah. Yeah. Karen, get that, Christy. And yes, own it. Right. I kind of I took that because obviously I was called that to attack my physical appearance, and they knew that was something, yeah, that would bother me. But I was like, no more, no more, no more. I am older and stronger and wiser, and I'm going to own it. And I did. I flipped it. I flipped it. Thank you, Nicole. It was so mean. It was so mean. It was so mean. In fact, my meek and mild mother, who never wants to say a bad thing about anybody, like went to Facebook and shouted her anger from the rooftop. It was so crazy. So anyway, but I didn't tell that story. Yeah, I try to. Yes, yes, yes. So, but yeah, Ursula, Misunderstood. We love Ariel, and we're just gonna keep on singing and painting. And oh, she was Ursula for Halloween. I love that. The villains have really been having their moment. Been having their moment for a while. So, friends, big day tomorrow. Last day of World Watercolor Month. Lots in store. Giveaways. I'm sure I was originally planning one giveaway, but I'm sure it's gonna be more than one. And because you know me, um, lemonade from lemons. Amen and hallelujah. Let it be done. Um, so I will see you tomorrow. Remember, if you want to get your ceramics on, um, 12 p.m. Eastern on ChristyRice.com. And yeah. Oh, good, Ashley. That's awesome. And um, we'll see what we sing and paint tomorrow. Okay. Bye. Love y'all. And thank you, the prayers. I've been telling my dad how sweet everyone's been. He loves it. So, bye.